Hello, my name is Franz and this is Remake Session.
Mind at ease, trickle down my spine. Oh, you look so pretty, please. Every single night, I need your hands on me. When your kiss is kind, oh, you give me sweet relief. Make me feel so free. Would you help me out?
So what you just heard is my remake of Dua Lipa Pretty Please, and it's made entirely in FL Studio with just stock plugins. So that means you will be able to recreate this if you have the demo version of FL Studio. And I'll also leave the project files in the description below, so you can check that out and open the project yourself. So this is the very first video of this channel, so I hope you enjoy, and please leave a like and subscribe, that helps a lot. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we're getting started with the production, and big shout out to Javonte for uploading an instrumental version of the Dua Lipa song. So we'll be using that throughout the session to figure out how it sounds and create it ourselves. And we'll start figuring out the tempo of the song. Yeah, 107 is about right, I think. And let's find a kick for this one. We go to packs in FL Studio, and then we can go to drums. And I like to use this kits because this is actually recorded drums. So you can go in here and let's go for something punchy, and I'll use the rock kit. I like this one. So we'll just insert 4 here, so you can right click and fill each 4 steps, and we'll just paste some of them in here to the playlist, and we will rename this to kick. So rename, kick. There we go. And I think we also have a snap here. Yeah, we do. Let's go to packs, and then we can go to mode audio here and to percussion, and then we're going to find some snaps here. Here we go. I think I'm going to use this one. Just lower the volume a bit, and then let's go for the bass. So let's go again to packs, to instrument, bass. And I like this one, so let's just drag this over here, and we can start going to the piano roll. So I'll make a new pattern, call this bass, and paste it in here, make it larger, and then go back to piano roll. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then a cool trick you can do to make this a bit snappier, we can add a bit of aftertouch to this by just adding this in here. And listen to this. Now you can hear this, and we can lower the volume a bit. It just adds a bit boot, boot, like at the end of each note, and we can add that to every note here. Just adds that extra effect. Makes it sound a bit more real, doesn't it? We can add some equalizer here. And I think we should add some overdrive maybe. So let's just boost this up. And then maybe some, we can use this effector plugin. I love this plugin. So easy to use. We can try to do some distortion here as well. Need to be careful though. And then some reverb. Increase the separation to remove some of the lows and add some delay to it. Maybe not. Without and with. I think maybe we have a bit too much in the highs here, so let's lower this. And let's put some EQ on the kick as well. And let's add some sidechain to this bass. So we select the kick, we press this arrow here on the bass track, we drag this one down, and we add a fruity limiter to our track. And we go to the compression section here, and we right click the sidechain and we choose the kick send. And then we can start lowering the threshold and the ratio. And now I'll do it to the extreme just to show the effect, so you can hear this. But we don't want it to be that extreme, so let's bring these up again. Just to give the kick a bit more room. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. We should turn on this swing to make it a bit more... Listen to this. So now I can go back to the track. So here we have some hats coming in, so let's try to make them. Yeah, I think this matches what we need actually. So I'll make a new pattern for hats. And I'll paste this in here. Now it sounds kind of dull, but I will go in and do something with the velocity. And I'll also take every other note and I'll drag them a bit off tempo just to create a nicer feel. Like this. And we also need this proper snare. So I'll find the snare. And then it starts again. So here something will happen for sure. And here we have a pling, sort of a pling. And we can see if we find something here in the percussion section. This one is perfect actually. I think that's good. It's without the hats here, and it has this hat sound effect kinda, but it sounds recorded, so I'm gonna skip it for this one. And here I think at this part something new is happening. I think we have a guitar coming in here. Yeah, we have this guitar, so we're gonna find a guitar. So I'll go to packs, drums. No, not drums. I'll go here and find instruments, guitar. And I'm gonna choose jazz. And jazz guitar. And I will start making some notes. I think that's it, and I think we'll add some phaser to this one. So let's go to Fruity Phaser. Just make it a bit smoother, maybe some EQ as well. I think that sounds kind of good. So let's see what else. So we will have to do some recording again, I guess. I think this is another pause, and then we will be back to this. And now it starts to get interesting. So if you can hear in the background, there's like a and that's a kind of a cowbell sound. So we will go into packs and see if we can find anything. So we will go to, I think, to percussion, and let's see, cowbell. Nah. This one maybe? We will try this one out. Wood block. And we will find the right tone. I think this is how it goes. Obviously we will have to add some reverb to it and some EQ. It doesn't need to be louder than that actually. This can go all the way here. And then we can start adding. And now it's the same guitar again, but in another version. So we're gonna select this and make unique. And I think it goes something like this. Yeah, we need this big so we will go to packs again and instruments, and we will go to orchestral, and we will go to strings section, I think. And I'll drag this over here. And this is just basic strings. So that's how it sounds. And I will make strings. So let's see. So now it's time to try this out with some vocals before we continue with the beat. And I found some very nice vocals here, uploaded by Magia Delia Moonlight. So I will go here and just download it. So I will find it here. It's Pretty Please here. And I can right click and download it. And I will just drag this over into FL Studio. Like so.
Cause I miss you and I need your love. When my mind is running wild, could you help me slow it down? Put my mind at ease.
Oh, I need to sync this up.
At ease. Pretty please, I need your hand.
I think this is actually an octave up.
At ease. Pretty please, I need your hands on me. On me, on me. Sweet relief.
Nice. At this pretty part, we have a synth going on.
Pretty.
So let's create that synth. And I'll just use my favorite plugin, 3xOC. So I'll open this up, and you can see we have 3 different oscillators here. And I'll just drag the volume of these 2 down, and I'll select square here. And be careful with this plugin, guys, because it's really loud in the beginning. So I'll just drag the volume down, and yeah, even now it's loud, so you can imagine what it is when the volume is here. So let's add some detune to this. And we can add a bit more synth here. We can enable this oscillator as well. And let's try to add some sounds. So we'll make a new pattern, call it Synth, and we will go into the piano roll. So let's listen to it.
Sweet relief. On my mind at.
And we also have some cowbell stuff going on here. So I found it, and it's here, the cowbell sound. So let's try to recreate that sound. So let's go back into FL Studio, and we'll go to packs and drums and percussion, I guess. And maybe we can do it with the wood block again. Let's try. And wood block 2 pling sound. Let's try this. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. So let's try.
Sweet relief,
Oh,
sweet relief.
yeah, I think that works pretty well. So I'll try to use the same woodblock sound we had here, like the effects for it.
Relief.
Okay, we need to make a new one for sure.
Relief.
Maybe a bit.
Relief. Relief.
Yeah, that's good. So let's listen to this chorus then.
Pretty please, I need your hands on me. Sweet relief, on my mind at ease.
I think we can add some more sounds here if we listen to it again. Yeah. Oh, we need to recreate that one. This. Oh. So let's try to find something to match that. I'm not sure really. Let's listen to it again. So maybe like an 808 drum kick can do this. Yeah, let's try.
Mind at ease, trickle down my spine.
Something like that, I think. Now they have like a new sound. So we'll try to recreate that one. Listen to this. So let's find something for it. I think we need a synth for that one actually. So let's try to use something we already have. I'll just call it BAP and we'll see. I think we can use the jazz guitar for this one as well.
On my mind at ease, trickle down my spine. Oh, you look so pretty, please. Every single night, I need your hands on me. When your kisses climb.
No, we need to change the sound for sure. Let's use something new then. FL keys, and it has a great Rhodes preset here, so I'll select that and we will try this out.
And at ease,
So let's go back here.
trickle down my spine. Oh, you look so pretty, please. Every single night.
So I'll link that to a mixer track and we'll add some reverb to it and some compression. I'll just choose the complete mix preset. It's like you don't really need to use that much time on compression for the purpose of recreating a song, unless you want it to sound really professional though. But for this purpose, I'll just leave it at this and modify it a bit. Let's see.
Trickle down my spine. Oh, you look so pretty.
I think maybe the sound is not snappy enough. So what you can do in FL keys, you can modify this release here.
Trickle down my spine. Oh, you look so pretty, please.
So now the sound actually stops when the note stops here. So listen to this. So compared to when you have the release like this, it's not as snappy. So I'll just drop it down again and we'll do something with the EQ. Like so. And actually I think it has kind of a we don't have all the settings that we have on other synths on the FL keys, unfortunately, but I think maybe we can add some attack to this as well. No, I don't think so, but let's try and see how this sounds. I'll add some stereo enhancer as well to this one, just some stereo separation here, like so. bit less reverb actually. And I'll sidechain it as well. So let's go here, sidechain, and then let's hear it together with everything.
Trickle down my spine. Oh, you look so pretty, please. Every single night I need your hand.
Let's add some effects here as well.
Trickle down my spine. Oh, you look so pretty, please. Every single night I need your hands on me. When your kisses climb, oh, you give me sweet relief. Make me trickle down my spine. Oh, you look so pretty, please. Every single night I need your hands on me. When your kisses climb, oh, you give me sweet relief. Make me feel so free. Would you help me out, please?
So that's it for today's remake session, and I hope you enjoyed, and feel free to download the files in the description below, and leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.